All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are cracking open one of the most mysterious and fascinating documents in all of human history, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. We're going to find out how this ancient civilization basically created the ultimate survival guide for what comes after life.
I mean, it's the biggest question there is, right? Every single one of us has wondered about it. It's a question that connects us to our ancestors from thousands of years ago.
But here's the thing. For the ancient Egyptians, it wasn't some big unknown. It was an epic and pretty dangerous journey. And the Book of the Dead, which, by the way, they actually called the Book of Coming Forth by Day, wasn't just a book. Think of it more like a personalized map, full of spells and cheat codes for the soul's greatest adventure.
For the Egyptians, death wasn't the end, not even close. It was more like the starting pistol for a brand new kind of existence. But before the soul could even begin that journey, it had to be, well, woken up.
It all started with this incredible ritual performed on the mummy called the opening of the mouth ceremony. As we learned from chapter 23, a priest would literally touch special tools to the mummy's mouth, eyes, and ears. And this wasn't just symbolic, you guys. To them, this was a magical activation, like rebooting a computer, to get the soul's senses working again for the world ahead.
And you know what's wild? We kind of do something similar today. Just look at this comparison. They use magic to give the person their voice back in the afterlife. We use eulogies and stories to give a voice to the person who's gone, to make sure their memory lives on. Both are about making sure a person's identity isn't lost to death. Okay, so the soul is awake. Senses are working. Now, the real adventure begins. And let me tell you, this was no walk in the park. The road to paradise went straight through the Duat, the Egyptian underworld, and it was absolutely terrifying.
Seriously, just try to imagine it. A nightmare landscape filled with gates, guarded by knife-wielding demons, lakes of fire, and hiding in the shadows, the ultimate villain, the great chaos serpent, Apepi. You couldn't just wing it. You needed a guide, and you definitely needed weapons.
And that's where the Book of the Dead became your personal arsenal. This quote from chapter 39, it's not a prayer. It's a weaponized spell designed to blast Apepi back into the darkness. By speaking these words, the soul could literally fight back. For every monster and every trap in the Duat, the book had the magic password to get you through. So if you managed to survive all the horrors of the Duat, you'd finally arrive at the Hall of Two Truths. This was it, the final boss level. A single moment of judgment that would decide your fate for all of eternity.
You can just feel the tension here, can't you? This spell is a desperate plea from the person to their own heart. They're literally begging their conscience not to snitch on them, not to reveal all the bad things they did in life right when it matters most. Incredible.
And here is the test itself. Picture this. On one side of a giant set of scales, the gods place your heart, which holds a record of every single thing you ever did or thought. And on the other side, a single ostrich feather. But it's not just any feather. It's the feather of Mut, the goddess of truth and cosmic order. The goal? Your heart had to be lighter than truth itself.
So how did you pass? Well, you had to stand before 42 divine judges and recite something called the negative confession. You'd go down a list of sins and declare your innocence. But what's so fascinating is that it's a list of things you haven't done. It tells you exactly what they valued: truth, harmony, and not causing pain to others. It was a moral code for a good life. So, you did it. You survived the demons, your heart was pure, the scales balanced. What happens next? What's the grand prize for winning the game of death? This was the ultimate victory. You were declared Ma Keru, which means true of voice. And this is so cool. It means more than just truthful. It means your voice now has the power of the gods. Your words become reality. You don't just get into heaven, you basically become a minor god yourself.
And with that new divine status came some serious superpowers. We're talking about the power of transformation. You could become a swallow to fly across the sky, a beautiful lotus flower rising from the water, or even a divine hawk soaring with the sun god Ra. You were free to be anything, go anywhere.
All these powers served one ultimate purpose, the one that gives the book its real name: coming forth by day. See, the goal wasn't to be a ghost, it was to be able to leave your tomb during the day, walk in the sun, visit your family, and enjoy all the best parts of being alive before returning to the safety of the spirit world at night. You got the best of both worlds, forever.
Okay, so what does all this ancient magic and mythology mean for us? Let's bring it back to the here and now.
When you strip away the demons and the spells, you find something profound. The Book of the Dead was teaching people that your actions in this life echoed in eternity. The whole system, the judgment, the confession, it was all a powerful reminder to live a life of truth and goodness, a life that would make your heart light.
And that makes you think, doesn't it? If your entire life, all your choices and actions were put on a scale against pure truth, which way would it tip? It's a heavy question, one the Egyptians took literally, but one we all face in our own way. So, the Egyptians had this incredible, detailed map for their eternal journey. We might not have a Book of the Dead, but we all have our own rituals that give life and death meaning. So what about you? What would be important for your journey? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this trip into the past, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.